It's official. The two friends are no longer talking. Once upon a time, they played with each other's kids. Now, one of them is selling the other person's stock short. This is a big no-no in the investment world.
You're long Bitcoin, you're short MicroStrategy.
Yeah, we're short the spread. I don't know where Bitcoin's going. 100,000, a million, 10,000. I don't know. I don't think anybody else knows. And so what we're doing is we're doing exactly what MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor are doing. We're selling MicroStrategy stock and buying Bitcoin. Basically, buying something for $1, selling it for $2.50.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So listen to this. The man that shorted Tesla about 2,000% ago just shorted MicroStrategy and went long Bitcoin. In this video, I'm going to give you my take on whether this trade makes any sense or not. My name is Mariusz Konieczny and I've been investing in the stock market full-time for 16 years. I'm also the founder of microcapexplosions.com, which is a private membership website for small and microcap stocks. We find unknown stocks before they become popular. It's no secret that MicroStrategy, or now Strategy, trades for a premium to its Bitcoin holdings. Consequently, the trade of shorting MSTR and going long Bitcoin has been publicized a bit. For example, Carisdale Capital even published a 9-page paper on why this is such a no-brainer trade. Now, for those that don't know, MicroStrategy or Strategy is a company run by Michael Saylor. The company has a software business, but most investors are interested in the stock because of its Bitcoin holdings. As of the date of this video, MicroStrategy owns more than 500,000 of Bitcoins. This represents close to 3% of all the Bitcoins. The value of this Bitcoin portfolio is $60 billion. However, MSTR's market cap is $110 billion. So MSTR's Bitcoin portfolio is trading for about 2 times its worth just because it is inside MSTR corporate structure. So the brilliant minds on Wall Street came up with a great idea. Sell MSTR stock for $2 because it is like selling Bitcoin for $2 and then buying it back for $1.
We're selling MicroStrategy stock and buying Bitcoin. And basically buying something for $1, selling it for $2.50.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know about you, but I kind of like the idea of buying something for $1 and then reselling it for $2. Or a slightly different strategy. First selling something for $2 and then buying it back for $1. So Jim Chanos' strategy is definitely something that appeals to me. With that being said, let me show you how I envision this strategy. I have an orange. I buy it for $1 and then I resell it to you for $2. Or I sell it short to you for $2 and then I buy it back from someone else for $1. Either way, I double my money. This is my vision of this trade. Now let's see how shorting MicroStrategy stock and going long Bitcoin compares. Okay, I sell short $100,000 of MSTR. You see, now I'm a big bowler, so I'm dealing with serious money here. I take this $100,000 and buy 1 Bitcoin for it. Did I just double my money? No. I just have 1 Bitcoin and a short position in MSTR. Can I take this 1 Bitcoin and resell it for $200,000? No, but I thought that
basically buying something for $1, selling it for $2.50.
I'm really confused. Maybe Bitcoin has to double. Okay, when Bitcoin doubles from $100,000 to $200,000, I will double my money on my Bitcoin position. But now, the stock of MicroStrategy also doubled, assuming the premium over its Bitcoin holdings stays the same and the company does not acquire any more Bitcoins. Now, I have to buy back the stock of MSTR for $200,000 to cover my short position. So, how did I double my money?
But Mariusz, you just don't understand. That's why you are just a YouTuber and Jim Chanos is a hedge fund manager.
Okay, so maybe Bitcoin has to go down. If Bitcoin goes down 50%, I will lose $50,000 on my Bitcoin holdings, but I will gain $50,000 on my short because I will only need $50,000 to buy back and cover my short position on MSTR. Huh?
Mariusz, I am losing my patience. You still don't get it.
No, I still don't get it.
You're long Bitcoin, you're short MicroStrategy.
Yeah, we're
Bitcoin?
short the spread. So that's the important thing that your viewers need to understand. I don't know where Bitcoin's going. 100,000, a million, 10,000. I don't know. I don't think anybody else knows.
Finally, this time I get it. It's not about the price movement in Bitcoin, but narrowing or disappearing of the premium that MSTR shareholders are paying for the stock. So I need to short $100,000 of MSTR when it is trading at 2 times its Bitcoin portfolio. Then I buy 1 Bitcoin for $100,000. Then I need to convince the MSTR holders to sell me their shares without the premium, meaning at the value of MSTR's Bitcoin portfolio. I can just tell them, look, your MSTR stock is trading for $400 per share, but it only has about $200 of Bitcoin per share. So why don't you just sell me the stock for $200 so that I can cover my short and make some money in the process? Yeah, they're going to look at me and say, yeah, no problem. I had absolutely no idea that MSTR was trading for 2 times its Bitcoin portfolio. If it wasn't for value investors, we would never know. If you think that shorting MSTR stock and going long Bitcoin is like buying $1 bills and reselling them for $2, then I have even a better fantasy to sell you. I made a video about my $1 million bet. You can watch this video later. It will be recommended at the end of this video, or you can access it in the description. Anyway, the video is about Aduro Clean Technologies. The stock is trading for about $6 per share, and DeBorrow Capital gave it a price target of $50 per share. So here's what I want you to do. Buy it at $6 per share, show the report with the price target to your neighbor, and sell it to him for $50 per share. That's almost 10x. You see, why buy $1 bills and resell them for $2 if you can buy $1 bills and resell them for $10? Isn't this better? Anyway, joking aside, you should watch my $1 million bet video because this stock is the best investment opportunity I have ever seen in my life. And yes, I have $1 million in Aduro Clean Technologies stock. So if shorting MSTR and going long Bitcoin is not about Bitcoin price movement at all, but the spread, then it would probably be useful to understand why there is a premium or spread between the market cap of MSTR and the Bitcoin portfolio.
$100 billion question, which is, why does MSTR trade at a multiple to BTC NAV? You know, there's a lot of misconceptions about this, and people, you hear all sorts of things. They don't really understand why.
There are many reasons, but the simple answer is that there is so much demand for MSTR shares that this pushes the stock price to about 2 times the Bitcoin portfolio. Increasing Bitcoin market share is one of the reasons. You see, Michael Saylor wasn't always a believer in Bitcoin. On December 18, 2013, he published a famous quote, "Bitcoin days are numbered. It seems just like a matter of time before it suffers the same fate as online gambling." He could have kept this attitude about Bitcoin like many others, but instead he decided to educate himself and became one of the biggest Bitcoin believers. Since then, he started accumulating Bitcoin for MicroStrategy, and its Bitcoin market share increased from 0.59% in 2021 to 2.71% in 2025. Also, the Bitcoin yield per share increased from 0.0012 to 0.0018 in the same period. You can't do this just by buying Bitcoin directly. With that being said, the increase in market share and Bitcoin yield might not be enough for some investors to justify paying such a big premium that MSTR currently enjoys. And this is because they are thinking too much fundamentally. What they are missing is that MSTR is a gambling toy or a tool for many market participants. This creates a huge demand for MSTR shares. Michael Saylor utilizes different instruments to raise capital for Bitcoin purchases. These instruments can be straight equity, convertible debt, and preferred stock. For example, why was MicroStrategy able to raise $2 billion in convertible debt at 0% interest rates in February 2025? And not only this, the convertible price was $433 per share, or 35% premium to the trading price. Why would anyone give MicroStrategy money at zero cost? That's because MSTR is a very volatile stock. It is more volatile than Bitcoin itself. This volatility makes the value of your conversion right more valuable. This volatility also results in a larger, deeper, and richer options market. This is a trader's or gambler's paradise.
Volatility is vitality.
This creates more demand for MSTR shares. Most of these players don't care about the fact that MSTR's Bitcoin portfolio is only half of the market cap. They just want to speculate and get their fix. The bottom line is this: you can't really make any money with short MSTR and long Bitcoin strategy. The only way you make money is if the spread between the market cap and the Bitcoin portfolio shrinks. If Bitcoin doubled in price, I think that Michael Saylor would become even more admired, and therefore the spread might even widen. I think that the most likely way for the spread to narrow is if Bitcoin price went down significantly. Then he would lose his reputation, and the spread might even go negative, meaning MSTR could trade for a discount to its Bitcoin portfolio. In this case, this strategy would make money. Also, I don't agree with this statement.
I don't know where Bitcoin's going. 100,000, a million, 10,000. I don't know. I don't think anybody else knows.
Isn't it interesting that the only people that don't know where Bitcoin is going are the people that don't understand it?
We have no opinion on Bitcoin. I barely understand it and blockchain technology, so I'm not equipped to talk about it.
Somehow, the people that do understand Bitcoin are the ones that know exactly where Bitcoin is going. What a coincidence. That's it. Don't forget to watch this video, my $1 million bet. You won't regret it, unless of course you hate money. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, and see you next time.